As a fashion designer, before you pay for any upgrade or any training, these are the 3 questions that you really need to ask yourself sincerely. Before you pay for any upgrade, these are the 3 questions you need to ask yourself. And you need to be very, very sincere with yourself. Number 1 question: what do I really need to learn that I don't know? And you need to be sincere. Before you pay for anything, before you just dump some money on a random person that you don't know from nowhere because they show you a picture of a corset or of a design, and you're like, before you do the payment, ask yourself, what is it that I don't know that I really need to learn? Ask yourself the right question. This particular thing that they show now that I want to pay for, do I really need it? It is essential for you to understand that knowledge does not really change anything if there's no application of it. Right? You need to ask yourself, what do I really need to learn that I don't know? Do I really need to learn this thing because I don't know it? You know, all of these things. You need to be extremely sincere with yourself. You need to jot down the things that you don't know. Okay, when it comes to making a good trouser, I'm not really good at this. I've tried it. You must have tried it before you decide that you're not good at it. I've tried to learn online. I've tried to learn with the free tutorials that I see, but I'm still not getting it. That is the only reason and the only thing that justifies you for paying to learn. Right? What is it that I don't know that I need to pay for in order to learn? That's the number 1 question. What do I need to know that I don't know that I need to pay for? That's the number 1. Number 2, is this training that I want to pay for really matters? This upgrade that I feel like paying for, professional class, advanced class, does it really matters? And the reason why I'm saying this, let me explain. There are people that have come to me and be like, they want to upgrade themselves, they want to just get better at this thing, and I'll be like, okay, great. Then they make the payment and they resume class, and I'm like, okay, cut the trouser. You see, I'm not saying this from the sense of selfishness, because I do understand that I can just collect my money and it's nothing. Do you get? But I'll be like, okay, cut the trouser, and they will mark it, and I'll be like, okay, these few corrections. Then these few corrections that I'm giving, if they watch a tutorial, any of my tutorials, they're going to get it. That is if they pay attention, right? And I'm just going to correct a few things and be like, okay, go ahead and sew it. I just want to see what they can do before I put in my own knowledge, right? I want to see what they can do. Then they go ahead and sew a trouser, and they finished it, and I look at the trouser and I'm like, this is good. Like, this is okay. I understand that you might be having problem with measurements, or the thing is tight sometimes. So all of these things, these are basic things that you can learn by trying consistently, right? And you realize that you don't need, this is not what you need. You just need to try. You need to do it enough time to figure out your problem yourself. There are things that your tutor cannot teach you. They can teach you the fundamentals of application of measurement, but actually taking the right measurements, they can teach you that as well. But actually, you getting to a customer, there's an emotional part of it whereby you measure. As of when I started, you measure a client and you still feel like, oh, before you write it down, you're like, let me add at least 1 inch to that shoulder measurement. Let me add to you measure 40 on the chest, and when you want to write it down, your brain is telling you like, just add extra 2 inches to that, making 42. These are things that are personal to individuals. Are you getting? These are the things that you initiatively start imputing when you try enough time, when you do it consistently, when you do it several amount of time. These are not the things that you need to go and learn or upgrade about. Are you getting? So that's the number 2. Is this thing that I want to pay for, this upgrade, this training that I want to pay for, does it really matters? Does it change a lot? Does it change a lot? That's the number two. Number one, let me just recap. Number one, what do I need to know that I don't know before I pay for this thing? What do I really need to know that I don't know? If you list, that's the number one. If you list them down and you pinpoint my trouser, and you find a course that actually cater to that need, that's what you're going to pay for, right? Because you understand that you really do not know this thing and you want to learn it. That's number one. What do I really need to know that I don't know that I need to pay for? That's the number one question that you need to be sincerely ask yourself. And number two, is this training that I want to pay for really matters? Does it changes anything? That's the number two question. And number three, this is the most important one. Number three, am I really ready to apply this knowledge that I want to buy professionally? Are you really ready to do it professionally? Are you getting? I believe everything that we're paying for, whether you pay for school education, your expectation is to be able to like turn that into money, probably get a job or something, right? So I believe if you're paying for an upgrade, you're paying for to learn fashion, you're paying to learn something, you're paying for an individual to learn how to do something, that means that knowledge you're getting, you're willing or you're looking at turning it into profit to yourself. So the question now is, am I ready? Am I actually ready to apply this knowledge that I want to pay for professionally? These are questions that I ask myself when I was getting into fashion, and the things that I need to learn, the upgrade that I paid for. Do I really need to learn this thing? If I learn how to make suits, do I really want to go fully into suit making? No, I don't want to go fully into suit making, but I want to have the knowledge of suit so that I can make tutorials about suit, which is a sense of making profits, which I can actually show my students. Like, I know how to make suit. I might not be fully sewing suit, but I can just gather them around maybe like once in 3 months and cut and sew a corporate suit and give them the knowledge and idea that they can go into the world and be like, when I was learning my boss make suits, I also know how to make suits. Do you get? This is the reason why I paid for suit making course when I did it. Not because I just want to add it to my portfolio of knowledge. And this same thing about general education, whereby people go to school and they learn how to, they go to secondary school and institution and they start getting doctorates, and they just keep putting it inside the house. This is a different era of life. Everything you're paying for, everything you're learning should be applicable for profit. Knowledge is valueless without application. This is just 2 videos. I'm saying this thing because something happened today. Someone reached out to me and he was asking a couple of things, and I'm like, okay, great. So I just don't want him to be like, okay, my upgrade for 6 months is 600,000 naira. Send money. I wanted to like know what he's paying for. Send me your job. Let me see some of the work you did. And it's like, okay, do you know how to? Some people, what they need is not really upgrade. What they need is business acumen to execute the things that they do in the right manner. That is a different upgrade. That is a different class. That is a different course. That is called fashion business. You can go for an upgrade that I teach that. You can learn that separately, not the nitty-gritties of how to do this. I'm actually sweating. Not the nitty-gritties of how to do this. These are the things that you need to ask yourself before paying for anything. These are the 3 sincere questions you need to ask yourself before paying for any upgrade in the fashion field. And that will be about this very short video that I'm making. I hope you enjoy it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're yet to subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. If you want to upgrade as well, if you figure out the answer, a link will be below to my website. I have the beginners class, intermediate, advanced, and professional class. You can enroll for any of them. That is if you have decided like, okay, I needed to do it. And there's a course outline that you can follow. Any of them is actually applicable. That will be about it, and I will see you on the next one. Do have a lovely rest of your day. And to the end, salute. Bye-bye.